Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's reaction video. Today, we're going to be reacting to a cover song. I don't know. Well, let me share the screen because maybe Brett can tell me a little bit more about this. Um, so, so the song is called "Before You Go." It's by Lewis Capaldi, and this is a cover by Eltasya Natasha. Somebody requested it, which is why we're doing it. Um, so Lewis Capaldi, I've actually got it on my right hand side. I don't know if you can see that. Someone You Loved. You can see I've played it because I really love that song.
Mhm.
But I'm not so sure I know this song Before You Go. So if I don't know it, it's a little bit weird, kind of listening to someone sing a cover of a song you're not familiar with, so you can't really compare it to the original. I may know it, I'm not sure. Brett, what about you? Do you know the song?
Yeah, I think I do. So I know the one that you like as well, and I think there's like two or three of his songs which are quite similar, and I know they're all kind of different. I like them all, but title-wise, I would get confused between all three of them. So the thing is, you might recognise it, or depending on the cover, you might not get a chance to recognise
Hmm.
it. But I think it's quite similar to "Song You Loved" and the other one, which I can't think of what the title is.
All
But
right.
interesting here.
You a fan of Lewis Capaldi?
Yeah, it depends how we're using the term fan. I do like, as I said, some of his stuff that we know, and even as a person, when you see him on interview, he's someone who doesn't, he's famous for sort of not taking himself seriously and he's just very Scottish about things, and he just, just takes himself seriously and just does
Well, all
good music, and
right. Well, let's see.
yeah.
Let's see what Altassia Natasha can do.
I fell by the wayside like everyone else. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. How every moment I start to replace, cause now that they're gone, all I hear are the words that I needed to say. When you are under the surface, like troubled water running cold. Well, time can heal, but this won't. So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only heaven knew you had this form to others. So, before you go.
I'll pause it there. So, Brett, what are you thinking? You know the song?
Yeah, the song that I thought you were referring to before,
Oh,
the
it's this
someone
one.
I love. I thought in my head I was thinking of this song.
Oh,
That shows what I was meant to do. But yeah, I do know the song. This is probably I'd probably say this is probably his more famous one. I would say, um, yeah, I like his song. We've talked about what I normally say with covers is one or two ways. You either go quite similar to the original to do it justice, or you do a completely different take on it. This is obviously going down the route of things quite similar to the original. Um, and I say it's hard because obviously it's such a good song to start off with. I think anyone who does a cover, if you're going to do quite similar, it's always going to be quite good. Probably at this stage would still say I prefer Lewis Capaldi's, but she's got a great voice. She's singing it really well, so don't dislike it. But I say at this stage, I do prefer Lewis Capaldi's.
yes, it's a bit more difficult for me because I do kind of recognise the song, but I don't know it well enough to kind of compare it with how she's singing it. Um, but yeah, she's doing a good job. Um, got a good voice, like you said. So yeah, let's see how it progresses from here.
Was there something I could have said to make it all stop hardly? It kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. Oh, before you go, there's never a right time whenever you called. One little by little until there is nothing at all. Oh, every moment it's hard to repay, but all I can think about is seeing the look on your face when you are on the surface, like troubled water running cold. Well, time can heal, but this war. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop? Heartache, it kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. Oh, before you go, will we be better off by now? If I had let my walls come down, maybe I guess we'll never know. You know, you know. Before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only heaven known you had a storm to other sun. Before you go, was there something?
Right, we're coming towards the end. We'll just very briefly talk about it because we'll talk about it more at the end. Has anything changed for you, or are you still kind of thinking the same thing?
Yeah, nothing's changed. Still thinking the same thing.
Something I could have said to make it all stop. Heartache, it kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go.
Okay, so what is it for you that kind of makes you not like this as much as Lewis Capaldi's version?
I do really like this one. Absolutely. I don't know. I feel maybe because it's a male singing and it just feels that little bit more. Lewis Capaldi has a great way of sort of really putting some emotion into it. I think maybe because it's his song, you kind of really feel it. Whilst this, it's sort of a cover, and as she sung it really, really well and did do sort of her own little twists on it as well. I'd say it's hard to explain. It just didn't have that same effect as Lewis Capaldi.
Same effect?
Yeah, it just doesn't have that same sort of effect on it there. But I do think it's a really good cover. As I said, Lewis's one just edged it for me, but she sung it really, really well. It probably goes down a little bit down that karaoke kind of feel with the background music potentially. But no, she has got a really good voice, sung really well. But for me, the Lewis just edges it.
Yeah, so for me, like I said earlier, I can't really compare it to the original because I don't know it well enough. I think I've heard it, rings a bell. But yeah, so I can only really talk about how she sung it, which was good. She sang it well. Like you said, good voice. So I enjoyed it. So that's a nice song. But I can kind of imagine how Lewis Capaldi would sing it and how maybe I would prefer that as well if I heard it. Maybe her voice was a little bit too high, if that makes sense. I don't know, throughout the song, kind of felt maybe.
Yeah.
At times, but look, take nothing away from her. She's a very good singer. And it'd be interesting to see what else, she's done.
Yeah, definitely.
Covers we could listen to, react to. Okay, guys. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Take care.